Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today, this is an artist I found through a friend, honestly, and previous guest, Phil Peterson. As soon as I saw his music, I honestly was in love with it, and I'm happy to finally have him on the podcast. I'm with the Seattle-based artist, Dank Zavala.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
Of course.
It's an honor to be on the NAST podcast.
I appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
So let's just start with the name then, Dank Zavala.
Oh, let's get straight to it, man. So when I first started making music, better yet, beats, I might have been smoking weed a little too young. So kids, stay in school, stay away from the reefers. I always had Dank something. I wasn't serious about music, I just need a little moniker. I believe I started with Dank CZR. Those are my initials, CZR.
Nice.
Not even gonna get to my government name real quick. Then once I started making music, once I started actually like writing lyrics, like started calling it Dank music. And then that eventually started sounding cheesy, so I just moved on. And even when I was making that music, I would go by Dank Zavala in the songs. I would like shout out the name. So like that moniker was always there subconsciously. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to go by that. And then, like I said, I just Dank music wasn't sounding as authentic
as dank as you thought.
Yeah, it wasn't as dank as I thought. A little mediocre. And so I just stuck with Dank Zavala, and on top of that was my email. So I was like, like these rappers always sticking with their email names as a rap name. So yeah, pretty much that's that. One thing that I like to make clear just by the music itself, I let that speak for itself. When you hear the name Dank Zavala, what do you think? Like what type of first impression do you think you're gonna get when you hear that?
You sure you want my honest
opinion?
No,
for real. Because
okay, this is gonna be wild as fuck. Okay. Okay. So when I think of Zavala, I think of tiki masala. So I think of like dank Indian music.
Hey, I can't be mad at that. When I see a rapper, I've seen lots of various artists with the name Dank in their name.
Really?
And all I hear is just like, I love smoking weed, but all I hear is just weed, and that's cool. I work at a dispensary. I'm all about that culture.
That's dope.
But I like to think outside the box. I like to speak on subjects that the average rapper doesn't speak on, and really it's just being myself. It's not like, trying to get too political with anything. I just, sure, you hear the marijuana references sprinkled throughout the whole project I'll be working on, but really you get a piece of myself and who I am. And I really just man, Dank Zavala, that's who I am. That's what it is.
Hell yeah, dude. So is Zavala your middle initial?
My last name.
Oh, okay.
My last name.
I was way out there with the fucking Indian food.
It's actually it's actually placed where my middle initial is supposed to be. My taxes are all messed up.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah.
So is Dank like, the first time I heard Dank was like 2014 when Dank memes became a thing. Like, how long has Dank been a word people say?
That's how I know you're young, bro. That's how I know you're younger than me. Honestly, dude, Dank growing up was always a word for stinky buds, like
butts
skunky
or buds?
No, not butts. buds. No, man, I'm clean. I take showers every day. No, just like, or something that's dope. Like that's dope. There'd be people would be like, that's dank. I remember I had a story from told by one of my friends when he first put me on one of their concert shows. He's like, dude, my buddy of mine won't shut up about your name. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we were at a restaurant. Every time he'd bite into something, he'd be like, that's Dank Zavala. And I'll be like, dude, like, that's funny.
Damn. Yeah. I have never heard an artist named Dank. Like, is that, like, you've heard that, like, just in the music industry or here in Seattle?
No, I've seen some Bay Area rappers with name Dank something in there. I used to listen to a lot of Bay Area rap back in high school. That's, like, pretty much all I listen to, so that's how I...
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So are you originally from the Seattle area?
No,
or?
I'm not from Seattle. I'm from Skagit County.
Okay.
Skagit Valley. Like I was watching on your podcast episode with Phil Peterson.
Yeah.
He said he went to college down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool fact about that guy. That's where we're from. That's where me and everybody I make music is from. Yeah.
Is there a scene out there, or do you have to come to Seattle or Tacoma? Or what?
Actually, we got a little scene going on over there. We're making a buzz. We're making some noise. The shows are coming in steady more now.
Mhm.
Hopefully, and we don't like get another country shut down that messes that up. You know, that's the only thing that can mess that up for us right now. Everything's going good. For example, I'm on the NAST podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Really. I just come down here for shows, if anything, whether it's like a big act or a local act. I've seen the Martial Law Band before. Marshall's a real good dude. Yeah, man, we're making some noise over there. Everybody's their own different artist. They got their own sound. We don't sound like each other. Like out of like the 5 cats I make music with, we try to like be ourselves, just like I was saying, and that's what keeps us from sounding like the next artist.
Wow, where do you think that mindset comes from? Because I feel like a lot of artists who aren't really in Seattle or probably whatever major city, they try to sound similar to that city so that people might fuck with them more.
I think a lot of people just go for what's hot and what's popping, you know, the next TikTok video. Nothing wrong with TikTok. I mean, it's a nice platform for people like me just to, you know, come out the shadows and, you know, just be discovered as just a hidden gem. There's a lot of people out in the world that have a talent, have a light that they need to share with the world. I know I'm one of them, and I encourage all of my peers to just find what it is that makes them happy and what like has a positive impact on the people around them. You know, when they like really put their all in that craft, whether it's just I don't know, it could be painting, it could be making music, it could be whatever, man. Like,
well, it seems like you're doing really well at your craft, man. Like, it seems like you've honed in on your skills, and it definitely doesn't sound like anyone else. Seems like you've really taken the time. So,
thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm always trying to try something different. Like each project, I try to sound different than the other one. I get that from the music I listen to. You know, I don't really listen to a lot of new music, but I got my top few that I can like, you know, just lean back on.
Yeah. Seems like you like E40.
E40? Hey, E40 slaps,
fan.
dude. E40 slaps, dude. The Block Brochure, I got like both those.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite E40 song, you know, Dusted and Disgusted?
Is that an older one?
Yeah.
Man.
Bro, it's like one of the only Tupac features out there. Tupac was featured on it, fucking murdered it.
Man, I'm pretty sure I've heard that. That name is just not coming to me.
If you think of, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I know E40 for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. So like, but how do you make sure that you are like honing in on your skills? If it's such a small community, I feel like it would be easy for other artists to be like, dude, you're dope already. You've already made it.
I mean, definitely one thing I definitely don't let mess with my confidence is the numbers. Obviously, I'm not like a well-known artist even in the state where like I'm doing big numbers, but to me it's the drive to make that perfect song. I mean, there's no such thing as perfect, but make that song that I never thought I could make a year ago. You know, I always want to just push boundaries artistically. Just like I want to make something that I consider a hit, but because I love it, not because I'm like trying to aim for the charts or anything. I'm just trying to make something fresh. At the same time, be myself. You know, add a little swag in there.
Yeah.
Really, man, just I just want to be better than I was yesterday, and that's my motto.
So how do you find your market then? Like, if you're so far out from Seattle, like, do you even try to compete with Seattle artists, or like I see some people who are like not in like close to a major city, they just try to shoot for online. Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, so I feel like this year is the year where I really got to start pushing myself with the promo more than ever. I wasn't really big on marketing and the promotion with my music this whole time. But, you know, it's just one of those things that, like, the more time I put into it, the more better the music gets and the craft gets polished. I just need to really invest to make sure that gets across as many ears and platforms as possible. So that's where my mind is at right now. Like that tape I gave you before the session started, released in November last year, and I'm still pushing that, as well as like other side projects I'm mixing. So yeah, I mix and engineer all my own stuff.
Sheesh. Is that because you're so far out, you feel like you had to learn all that, or?
Yeah, I guess I kind of didn't want to rely on anybody.
Dude, I feel that.
But shout out to all the engineers, because I go to nice studios around the area and I take notes.
Mhm.
I like to just analyze how they do things. Shout out to Elijah Flippin from Studio Sage.
Yeah.
Man, I really just take notes. I'm a student to the game.
Yeah, man. So I'm guessing you started rapping before you started producing, or
Opposite.
Really?
Opposite.
oh wow.
Or actually, that's kind of a tricky question. So yeah, I started making my own beats when I was like 12.
Oh shit.
No, dude, I don't think I got that right. No, I think I started making my own beats when I was like 15. First rap I ever did wasn't mine. First rap I did, at least I tried to do, is I wrote down all the lyrics to Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac.
Yeah.
I loved that song as a kid, man, and so I literally tried to write down word for word. I know I got a lot of words around, my vocabulary wasn't as it is now. But yeah, 15, I started making beats. I'd be getting in trouble and stuff until I turned into like 18. Then I like really decided to, that's when I started like calling it dank music.
Mm-hmm.
And that went until like 21. 21, I released my last project under dank music. And then after that, I started like really trying to make like good music.
And can we still find that music?
On datpiff.com, what you know about
Dat
datpiff?
Piff exclusive.
Dude, what you know about datpiff? You gotta download a zip folder for that.
Yeah, man. Fucking Lil Wayne loves Dat Piff. Like, he drops
man.
all his mixtapes on there.
Honestly, a lot of pretty much any album that drops these days that's hip hop, you can find it on datpiff as well.
For free
Yeah.
most of the time. You know?
For free. I mean, at this point, I think they're just like, fuck it, put it up there.
Yeah. That's dope though. So how'd you meet Phil then?
Phil, I met
out Phil.
Phil. So this is a funny story. One time, this is a funny story. Like, this is like a good example of like the universe just having your back.
Yeah.
Shout out to Phil Peterson, by the way. I had this show with the boys at Bellingham, like 2019, at a nightclub. The DJ showed up late, just messed up our whole set. Our night just was downhill from there because the DJ just didn't show up. It wasn't our DJ, it was the club DJ. Whatever, we're past it. Anyways, on the ride home, a good friend of mine, DJ Protocol, he shoots me an opportunity. He's like, hey, my friend so and so is going to Ryan Lewis's house. If you want to pull up with us, we can go. I'm like, what, dude? Like, dude, I'm a big Ryan Lewis and Macklemore fan. I don't care what anybody says, dude. Like, music is good music, dude. Like, and so yeah, really surreal moment. And yeah, so I called in to work that day. I was like, hey, I'm sick. Sorry, guys, can't make it. And yeah, took a trip with the boys and ended up at one of his studios, man. And it was really just like one of those. It was like a session where you could just sit there and just watch how they do things. At a whole orchestra.
Oh shit.
And
at the studio?
It was at his studio.
Oh my gosh.
And it was really inspiring. It was a real inspiring moment. And that's where I met Phil. I met a lot of cool people. I met Wendy Cervantes. She's really cool. She's the one who the reason why I was on the House of Breaking Glass session that one day for the Paper Planes. Shout out to her. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie. I had a little fanboy moment with Ryan Lewis. Like, I asked for a picture. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry, bro.
You gotta do that. Pictures are dope. Wait, was it at Leavenworth? I heard he lives in Leavenworth or something like that.
I don't want to like burn him out or nothing. Yeah, I don't know where he's staying at now.
Can you tell me his exact address right now?
Nah, dude, I don't want to do that. I'm not like I'm big on privacy, you know.
Yeah, I feel that.
It was far. It was far out. Shout out to Ryan Lewis, man, because that was inspiring. One of those, like, after that weekend, like, I think that's what.
You were there for the weekend?
I was there for a weekend, man.
My God,
we were pitching tents like on his big property, dude. Like, it was such a nice view, man. It feels like it was yesterday, dude.
Damn.
And we were just there just to soak up the environment, just to dude, the hospitality was off the chain. Anyways, I left inspired, man.
Wait, so the real question is, did you, I guess you can't, how do you use dank in a sentence? I was going to say, did you get dank with Ryan Lewis? But I feel like that's not the right sentence. Did you get high? Did you smoke with Ryan Lewis?
No, I didn't. I wish. No, I don't think he smokes. I was I was puffing like a chimney though. Yeah, I was puffing like a chimney around that time. Actually, oh man, around that time, I wish my discipline was a little better because like I was too excited. Like on the whole trip there, like I mean I wasn't driving, but the whole trip there I might have been drinking just because like I was so excited, you know. And so, yeah, I just if I have anything I could do like different from that weekend is just really be more focused, you know, because I was really
Don't
just
be fucked up,
dude. It was just the first night, dude. It was just the first night, and like more than ever, I'm more than focused, and I just like to just be in the moment more than ever, dude.
So how'd you start working at a dispensary?
So prior to me working at a dispensary, I'd work at a glass shop for like over 6 years.
Ooh.
And when I was working there, that's when I made my stop at House of Breaking Glass. Ironically,
yeah.
Ironically, I think that was like the last year I worked there too, and I broke that glass. And then I mean, I just wanted to do something more me, you know, somewhere where I could just be myself. I wanted to work on my people skills. People don't believe me when I say that. I was like, dude, I just came here and I took the pay cut so I can learn to talk to people better. Because, I mean, I was a silent kid growing up.
Really?
I have my silent moments to this day where I'm like, just like in my head, like, you know, but I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
Getting better at it. But it's nothing like making someone's day with just treating them like a human being, man. But yeah, and that's what being in the customer service in the industry taught me. Just I mean, I know my shit with the herb, obviously. Like, I only smoke the top shelf. I'm a weed snob, like all my friends. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just I feel like I'm more myself there. That's not.
Wait, are you allowed to get high during work?
No, you're not. We can't do that. We're professional, bro.
Okay.
We're professional. I wish. We can jam our songs during work though. We got people coming in like, who's that? Oh, it's me. Like, you know.
Hell yeah.
That's the cool thing about it.
So how often do you use the word dank during the day?
Dank, me myself, at least once a day. If I'm gonna be honest, I'll probably see something badass and be like, that's dank. You know, I'm not gonna front and be like 10, 20 times a day. It's not like
you're not like with customers. You're like, yeah, that's some dank shit.
Actually, sometimes I do. Some dank, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and yeah, man.
I don't know much about weed shops, honestly.
You don't?
Like,
you just turned 21 though, so I don't expect you to.
But like, what makes like one weed shop better than another one? Or is it like all the same stuff? Is it like QFC or Safeway, where it's just like the same shit?
I wish there were big as QFC. I mean, man, there's small pot shops where it's just like a come and go, get your shit and leave, and nobody likes that. You know, you want to make your customers feel like I said, like a human being. The one I work at is really really spacey, really loungy. Shout out to High Society.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We even had hip hop shows back there last summer, man. Like all last summer, we had hip hop shows every month from like it was like May to September, and we were getting down in the back, big old field. I don't think we're gonna do that this year though.
COVID, or what do you think?
Due to property issue.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
property.
Get too wild?
Like, no, they sold some property.
I feel.
Yeah, sadly, but it's cool though, cause I mean you'll be seeing my name a lot more often. I got some events more down south that are coming up. I just don't want to spoil them until like it's a for sure thing.
Right.
I just want to take one day at a time, and like the NAST podcast is where I'm at right now.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. So do you have goals of making your own strain one day? Or?
Oh man, I hope so. That's actually another reason why I wanted to get my foot in the industry, and I know that's not something that's gonna happen right away or anytime soon. But another thing is I went to a Dab Bros convention like last month, and I met Redman there.
Yeah.
He was serving dabs. He served me up a dab. Shout out to Redman. But the podcast session that they had him on, he was dropping a lot of gems about the whole industry, how you can't just do that, how really you gotta like really be about it, like and it inspired me really. It really like had me looking at things different. And so yeah, man, honestly, like if I am blessed to make a strain one day, I want to connect with the right people, and I want to work my way up there. I want to shake the right hands. I want to network with the right people. Yeah, man, I'm all about top shelf. So if I were to ever make a strain, it wouldn't be just something to make a strain. It'd be like something really precise.
Wait, what's top shelf even mean? Like,
top shelf means like
expensive?
No, it's gonna be more expensive, but I mean that's not what I go for. Like I go for like the the best quality buds, you know.
But how do you know? I have no idea what's good or not. Like, how do you know if something's good weed?
Just by looking at it, smelling it, man. So let me make this clear. I know anybody that works in the dispensary knows it's not about the percentages. It's not about the numbers. We got customers all the time like looking for the highest numbers, and it's not
Oh,
about
like alcohol percentage type
pretty
shit?
much,
Okay.
pretty much. Like, you know, they trying to go for like a 30% THC when it's not always the case, you know, like you can get so stoned off like a 16% THC, like, and it's like a lot of the older people don't understand that, but I mean,
Oh God, you got like old people coming in? Like,
well, yeah, and that's what teaches me the patience even more, you know.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen those like YouTube videos of like someone that eats like a 5,000 milligram edible?
Dude, I would never eat that many milligrams.
I've seen those videos. Those videos are crazy.
Yeah, man, edibles are cool, but I like my sanity. That's a homemade edible. That's like illegal to sell in a store.
Oh, like how? Yeah, how high does it go?
100 milligrams
Okay.
THC. Yeah, so like you said 5,000 milligrams. Yeah, man, you ain't leaving the couch for a weekend.
And wait, isn't there like there's a thing where you can only buy like a certain amount also, right?
That too with edibles. Like flour, you can buy like an ounce a day. I think like with like liquids, you can like sell up to like 72 ounces. I'm still getting that down, so I might not. My manager's like, dude, you keep messing it up.
The real question is, can you get addicted to weed?
Man, I really wondered that when I was younger. I feel like anything with repetition can become habit forming.
Yeah.
I don't know. I when I would go like a long period of time without smoking weed, like I might catch an attitude. I've gotten a lot better at not doing that, but I wouldn't say addicted. I can definitely say it's habit forming, but I'm not like scratching my neck for the next smoke. You know, I can wait.
And are you like, do you prefer like indica or sativa, or what do you do?
I guess it varies. If I'm making music, sativa.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people knock sativa down because they're not working.
That shit makes me paranoid as fuck if I'm not doing. I went golfing and did sativa. What do you even say? I'm so unhip to weed. Like, do you say I did sativa or smoked? I don't know what to say.
No, dude, you're a lot of people have that same reaction to sativa. It's not just you.
But if I'm active, I have a good time. But if I'm not, I'm like, what's going on with my life?
I mean, it's not. Yeah, being active plays a factor in it, but you can get something that's like just straight on the sativa side and like straight sativa dominant, and that's what usually gives people anxiety, especially if you don't smoke on the.
But why does it give you anxiety?
I don't. That's a good question, dude. I don't know. It could be. It really depends. Like I like to explain to a lot of customers. It depends on who you are, and that's the best way to say it. Like maybe you got something going on that you don't want to think about. You smoke sativa, that's not gonna help.
Oh shit.
You know, if you just I've heard some crazy stories, dude. Like this one time, this is at a different shop I used to work at. This is my second one I work at right now, but
Nice.
This one I worked at last year, dude came in and was like, "Hey man, I need a heavy indica to make me forget about all my problems." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure, man. Me just being nice and jolly, like, yeah, I got you. What about a hybrid?" And he's like, "No. They just like murdered my so and so niece, and
Oh my god.
and I need something to make me forget about that, not to get me paranoid." I'm like, okay,
Jesus.
indica, straight indica.
We could still get paranoid on indica, right?
I guess. I mean, I remember back in the day, Tupac made me think that all sorts of weed to make you paranoid. But like, you got to think about it. That guy had people wanting to kill him, so of course he's gonna be paranoid off. Like I said, it depends on who you are.
Huh.
So that's a good point. Maybe who knows? Because I don't know what he was smoking.
Right. What about like? Do you think you get like less paranoid if it's like better weed? Like, does that affect?
Nah, dude. Like, really, it's some good sativa. There's gonna be some good sativa, some good hybrid. You know, it's good weed is good weed, and like sometimes the potency can knock you on your ass. Yeah, man. It gets like, whew.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Why do you think hip hop and weed go like hand in hand?
Cause it's so chill, dude. It's laid back. I mean, it's just you throw on some Dr. Dre, have a little blunt, little joint, I mean, I prefer a joint or a blunt over a bottle of liquor. You know, it's
Yeah.
less likely to make someone fight. Just
And
there's
less harmful, right?
less harmful for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
on your body, I guess.
Oh yeah.
We could still get. Can you get cancer from weed? Because it's still like carcinogens.
You know, I like to not think about that,
Oh,
but
God.
I like to not smoke so many blunts. My friends smoke blunts and Dutchies like crazy. I'm more of a joint person, so and I like to clean my bong at least every other few days.
Interesting.
But I just like to at least try to smoke as healthy as possible. I know like smoke is not healthy for you in general, so of course there's gonna be some sort of reaction to that. But I mean, don't smoke boof. You'll be good.
Wait, what's boof?
Boof is shitty weed. Boof is trash.
So it's like something you
The
just...
opposite of dank.
So who do you get boof from? Just like...
It's like the cheapest like outdoor grown herb for the cheapest price ever.
And you can get that at a store?
You can get that anywhere, dude. People don't. If people just want to get like a $5 eighth, you can get a $5 eighth.
Oh shit!
It's not gonna be the best.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like a... Yeah, that's like almost too good to be true. There has to be something wrong with it.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna taste good.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, man, what's next for you? What's your goals for 2022?
2022. So I recall you said something about I don't mean, my bad. You said you're working on a cipher?
Yes, sir.
My bad. Was I not supposed
There's
to
a
reveal?
promo video on Instagram, but that's about it. So
Okay, my bad. I was like, wait, I think I wasn't supposed to reveal that.
No
My
worries.
bad. Okay. I too am working on a cipher myself.
Oh, dope.
So me and my good friend DJ Protocol, who I mentioned earlier, so he started a series of these ciphers all throughout Washington a couple years back, and he's been dropping at least like 4 to 5 past couple years, different counties, different towns, and I would partake in producing some of them. I would partake in being a guest artist on one of them, on a few of them actually. The most exciting one we did was recently, I think it was like October of last year at a local sports keg, and it was popping. It was a 2-part episode. So look that up. It's called the Washington State Cipher.
I have to look into this.
Yeah. So we're doing that. Anyways, we're doing 4 this year, and I'm pretty much putting together the Snohomish County one.
Hey.
I'm gonna get some. I'm trying to look for the best of the best Snohomish County artists. I know a few I could think of, but I'm trying to get the best of the best. I'm gonna produce it. Good quality video, everything. So yeah, that's my little project coming up real soon. Other than that, I just got done mixing my homie's project, P Freezy, just another mixtape that's dropping on the 4th of February, this Friday. And Day to Day and Jay Rizzo, my 2 homies just dropped their album last Friday. I helped with the cover art. I'm kind of like, I do a lot of behind the scenes works, man. When I'm not working on my own stuff, it just keeps me busy. So when I get back to my own stuff, I'm not rusty. I'm back to the basics.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do you have any final advice for up and coming artists, creators, influencers? Yeah,
man. Be yourself 100%. Like I said, you can make it look cool just by being you. Really, treat everyone like a human being, and don't forget to go outside and get a breath of fresh air. And man, shout out to NAST Podcast for making me feel official, man.
Hell yeah. And don't smoke boof.
Don't smoke boof, man. Unless you're on a very, very serious budget, then no judging, but
There we go. What's the easiest way for people to reach you?
Instagram at Dank Zavala. That's DankZavala. All my socials are under Dank Zavala. Twitter is under my old rap name, Dank Music. I mean, I kept that like that as on purpose. I'm trying to be more active on Twitter, actually. I need to step my Twitter game up. Is anybody even on Twitter these days?
I think you should stay. I think artists should stay away from Twitter because that's how you get canceled. You know?
You think so? Man.
Look at Kevin Hart, for example.
Man, yeah, you're right. I think social media in general just cancels you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Like if you're just rapping in the woods or whatever, nothing could happen to you. You know?
Yeah.
And this has been the NAST Podcast with
Dank Zavala.
Let's keep it dank, guys. There we go.